they're all facing. Oh, holy shit. Okay, well, who in a minute? Nah, fuck, it's too hot. Oh, fuck. Why'd you put on the John Lennon get up?
Is this John Lennon?
I mean the glasses.
They're round.
Were John Lennon's glasses not round?
They were, but so were Ozzy Osbourne's and Harry Potter's. I'm glad you're not calling me Harry Potter, though.
These weren't sunnies.
No, but neither John Lennon's.
I swear to God he had sunnies on.
They were like prescription glasses. They were
Yeah,
like
but I
Harry
swear at
Potter's.
some point he had those.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's possible at some point. Ozzy Osbourne had like the purple ones, though.
No.
So, Mark, the world is collapsing. We're all kind of in this state of like happy ignorance where we thought, you know, we got running water, we got food, we got toilet paper, everything's good, and nothing can hurt or harm us because we're the Western world and we're doing well. And then out of nowhere, this fucking pandemic sweeps over the entire fucking world.
Not Russia though.
No, it definitely sweeping through Russia. They're just not talking about it. Because all they do is cover up what's happening in Russia.
I heard they closed the borders the second they heard there was a fucking...
The thing about Russia though is that like, they don't reveal anything that is negative about Russia. Like when Chernobyl happened, Chernobyl was a mass disaster that could have destroyed all of Europe. Like the half-life of Chernobyl is like 20,000 years. In 20,000 years, that thing's radiation is going to diminish by half. They covered up all of this. It was illegal for you to talk about it. If you talked about what happened, you went to jail.
Yeah, right.
So it's happening in Russia. They're just not talking about it. Whereas everyone else is like, this is the death rate, this is the infection rate.
Everyone else is just like trying to keep each other updated so that it can be solved or pass or whatever. I to be honest though, I felt like I was like, oh yeah, you know what, this is pretty full on, whatever. It's a bit worse than the flu or whatever. Then it was like Sunday night, it was just like became real.
Well,
as soon as lockdowns began, I know it began in other countries, but like shit always happens in other countries.
Yeah. Steve and Jasper, who you guys all know, I have a chat with them, and they're really switched on to this kind of paranoid, global observation kind of thing, whereas I'm more like a media guy, you know. I've been interested in politics for short points in my life, but it always makes me angry.
I can never tell if you're looking at me. It's okay, it's just weird.
I am looking at you. Do you want to take the get up off?
No.
Is the get up too much, Mark?
No, I like it. It's just weird to not be looking in your eyes, so I can't tell if you're looking, you know?
I'm looking down your top. Yeah, so getting into politics or economics or anything like that, in the end it makes me angry. And basically I just want to be a carefree hippie and smoke weed and watch sci-fi and live my life through the lens of art and media, which is kind of ignorant and dumb, but that's fine. I am who I am.
Well, I mean...
But my point is that Jasper and Steve 8 weeks ago were like, this shit is hectic, this shit is escalating, this shit is insane. And I'm like, yeah. And like it kind of swept through everything and then it's kind of like,
yeah.
And like it gets to a point where it's like, holy fuck. Like all of a sudden, I remember there was like a 3-day period where you're like, all of a sudden I started like looking at all this shit and like being dissolved in death. Yeah. I would say I was less ignorant than some, but way more ignorant than Jasper and Steve, who were onto this when it was happening in fucking China. Wuhan. They were posting videos of the lockdown in Wuhan, and I was going, yeah, that's crazy. And then it was like England, I'm like, that's crazy. And I was Italy, I'm like, that's crazy. And I was Australia, I'm like, fucking this is crazy.
Not in Australia.
America, holy shit, everywhere. We're fucked.
To be fair, like, honestly, it's fucked, but we're lucky that it's not more life-threatening. Like, I know it's killing old people or whatever, but it's not like the plague or like Ebola or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Although I feel like that in the same way, that was our own fault we let it get this far. If it was more life-threatening, they would have closed off a lot earlier.
Well, there are a lot of faults of the Australian government where they didn't act fast enough and basically they didn't want the economy...
Still acting fast in Italy though. But it happened quick in Italy.
Yeah. Our population is very sparse.
And they do the whole...
And then their population is very old and they have a lot of heavy smokers. But where like our population is very sparse in comparison to like China or America. For the amount of land mass we have, there aren't that many people. So it's slower here, plus Italy's very old, plus they're smokers.
But even how slow it is, it's like each day it's getting like like the number of people infected is like skyrocketing.
I think in Australia every 4 to 8 days it doubles.
Well, yeah, today,
it's going like this, man. It's going.
Today, last time I checked before I started work, it was at 60, which was on Monday or Sunday.
Yeah.
That was like the top it had been in one day. This is at like 10:30 this morning.
I think yesterday 700 people died in Italy.
700.
Yeah. Well, it starts, but it's like doubling every 2 to 3 days. So it's like 1,000 people, then it's like 2,000 people, then it's like 4,000, then it's like 16. You know, it keeps on going, and it's just going, man. It's not stopping.
We've had like 7 confirmed deaths in Australia. I mean, according to the media, we've had 7 confirmed deaths in Australia. 6 of them are in Sydney. 1 of them is in Perth.
Yeah.
Queensland, honestly, has had it really good
so far, but we've only just started this journey.
So far, yeah.
It's like we're 2 to 3 weeks behind the UK.
Well, as ScoMo pointed out, this can easily go for 6 months.
He was like 6 months minimum, like it could be years.
He goes, because most people, and before he said that, most people I was talking to were like, yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How fucking stupid is that to honestly think 2 weeks? Like, I'm sorry.
I guess they just don't know what this is. And they don't realise that it's doing this. It's just going up and up and up and up and up and up. I was saying people to work where we worked before I had a job. Because yeah, like I think 700,000 hospitality staff have just been fucking fired.
I was a lot of random hospitality staff I met through the years on Facebook, and I've got them taking photos of settling clients and stuff, and being like, so much for chefs never having to worry about having a job.
Yeah, we were in this kind of cold ignorance that everything is always going to be as it is and all right, and it's like all of a sudden, like, no, hectic shit can happen.
It's. Oh, by the way, Coronas for coronavirus.
Oh, they've done it. They've made a joke, ladies and gentlemen.
But I was like, I mean, I get it, I was ignorant or whatever, but it's a really weird, dark sort of thought that it's just like kind of cool to see that something so small, and it's not small, but can like, well, it is small, it's bacteria, right, or whatever. But
yeah, it's a virus.
Can just destroy everything which you think is so solid.
Yeah, food, the economy, people's jobs, people's lives.
It's simple, wiping your ass, man.
Yeah, toilet paper. Toilet paper was made in China. But anyway, we're so past the import-export thing, now it's like fucking...
Even now, like they're struggling to fucking get it on the shelves. You know, they got pasta back now. But like, it's just strange to see. I've never seen the shop so empty.
It's odd. We haven't lived through something like this. I've been reading this book, Kokoda. It's about the Kokoda campaign in World War II. My grandfather fought in it when he was my age, 27, and he was like my exact height. And he looks like
I'm talking about a different fucking.
Yeah, there's a picture of him.
Nice.
Yeah, it was actually like a big deal, and you read this and it's like, holy shit, this shit is crazy. Like the world was in this fucking moment where it was falling the fuck apart, man. Everyone was fucking murdering each other. And my granddad, like a guy who I knew when he was my age, was like murdering people and seeing his friends get murdered and like living this horrible, horrible life. And like we haven't experienced that. Even our parents' generation haven't really experienced that. Well, not in the Western world. If you live in like...
Yeah. That's a whole different story, man.
There are people in like the Congo who live this horrible, horrible existence, or the Middle East, or wherever. But we've been in this bubble where it's like Netflix, food, aircon, internet.
Netflix and chill, man. Oh, it's a bit hot. I might adjust the temperature.
Yeah.
Like these cunts are just like, oh, hope a fucking bomb doesn't fall on me.
Yeah. I remember this interview with this little girl who lived in Syria, I believe. I'm not sure. But basically, she was saying the horror of the image of... Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Of the blue sky because of drone attacks, because random drones would just come down and bomb people. So the image of like beautiful blue sky with clouds became fearful to her. It became this image of like advancing death.
That's so fucked, man.
We are very, 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 very lucky in this country.
Oh my god, I'm so lucky I was born here. I feel so bad.
We won the geological lottery. I say that so much. I would go into work and people would be complaining. I'm like, bitch, you know we won the geographical fucking lottery. We live in Australia. You know what's happening in fucking the Congo now?
Oh, fucking Iraq. Like,
Yeah,
the Middle
Syria.
East.
Yeah.
Syria. Fucking Syria. Yeah, it's...
So we've had this small taste of things can go wrong. It's possible things can go wrong.
We're still ridiculously safe, but at the same time...
We're not going to die.
No, it depends how far this goes. Like, there's the crime rate is going to spike.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just worried about, like, my mom dying, pretty much. Like, she's 75, she's morbidly obese, she's not in good shape. Like, if she gets it, it's like 25% chance of her dying. And basically, at this point, like, we're all gonna get it.
If she stays home, she'll be fine.
Yeah, but, like, how do you get food? Like, you can't just...
You get it for her.
But do I have it? It's like... It's gonna spread through...
You drop it at her door.
I know, but this is like
I'm just trying to give you options here.
Basically, the point is, like, it is spreading through the population. We're only just in the beginning. Like, minimum 6 months, it's still going to be skyrocketing. We're not trying to stop it. We haven't been trying to stop it for a long time. We're trying to slow it down so hospitals aren't completely overrun and outrun.
Yeah, it's when they get overrun, that's when shit starts to fall apart. That gets to the point where they're choosing who lives and who dies.
Yeah. Well, there's a 2% death rate when we can deal with everyone. When the beds are full.
It's up to 3% now.
Yeah. Well, it could jump to 5% to 10%.
It sounds so tiny, but that's a fucking huge number.
Yeah.
Considering like a population of a whole country.
Especially if you're old, man. Like, if you're old, you could die of this.
I mean, young people aren't going to die from it unless they obviously don't get help.
Yeah, unless you have like some respiratory issue, you smoke 100 packets of cigarettes a day, asthma, anything to do with your lungs, basically. But yeah, like, we're just in the beginning of this. This is doubling every 4 to whatever days in Australia. I think in the UK it's like every 2 to 4 days.
Well, the UK's in full lockdown.
They're 2 weeks ahead of us, basically. So in 2 weeks we'll be where the UK is now.
Yeah, I honestly think at this point everyone... I feel sorry for the like Woolies and shit. Like the supermarkets who they have to stay open. If they don't stay open, we're fucked.
Yeah.
But they have to.
Yeah.
And they're risking themselves just by being there.
I'm not worried as much about getting it because I think I'd be fine.
You're worried about spreading it.
Huh?
You're worried about spreading it. And the thing about it is, okay, so they've got this whole thing, I don't know how it's anywhere else in the world. They got this thing with Woolies, which is a supermarket, I don't know, brand, I don't know, whatever.
It's like Walmart.
Woolworths is our Walmart or whatever. They've got a time in the morning between 7 and 8 a.m. where only 60 years plus can go in and shop, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean 60 plus are serving them. If someone in that centre who happens to be a cashier or whatever who's touching their groceries, putting them into the thing, into their bags, happens to have it and not know it.
Yeah, or even if it's on the food or on the handrails or on anything.
They're fucked.
The thing is too, you can have it for like 3 days and show zero symptoms.
I thought it was 2 weeks.
I think once you get it, it's generally a 2-week thing unless you're fucked. But like, you can have it for 3 days, I think, and show zero symptoms and still spread it. But once you get it, it's like a bad cold for us. It's like a 2-week thing where the first week you feel like dog shit, the second week you're kind of better.
Yeah, no. It's like from what I read, it's like sore throat, cough, and difficulty to breathe, but not like. If you're healthy enough, it's nothing. It's just hard to... like a chest infection.
Yeah, if you get to the difficulty to breathe point, you should go to hospital. But it's basically the symptoms of a cold, which
my
is
dad,
also
my dad's
worrisome.
actually he's got a sore throat and he went to the doctor, right? And they just said, look, you have a virus, whatever, it's probably fine. If you have difficulty breathing, go to the hospital. But it's at that point now, it's like, okay, it's not coronavirus, move along.
I mean, the system is so clogged and built up with like people who are sick. Like, if you maybe are sick,
you don't want to go to the hospital because people in the hospital fucking have it.
Do I have it? You go there, you get it.
Yeah, like, fuck.
Just stay at home.
Hence why it's like, okay, you're struggling to breathe, go to hospital. If you're not struggling to breathe, you're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, if you got a gunshot wound in the stomach or something, it's a bit different. Oh, a bit of coronavirus? Sure. Can you please take this bullet out of my stomach?
But yeah, it reminds me of like the Great Depression, but very minor. Like, you see the lines at Centrelink and you hear about all the hospitality people laid off, myself included, and it's just like the system that wasn't at all prepared for this situation to transpire, that is now so slow and lagging to deal with what is happening. Like respirators, oxygen masks, benefits for people who are now unemployed. It's like the system was not ready for this. And there are experts out in the world who are aware of this for so long.
Dude,
we
Bill
just
Gates.
weren't.
Yeah. There's literally a video on TED Talks, whatever the fuck it's called, where 3 years ago where Bill Gates is talking about, okay, terrorist attacks we're prepared for. Fucking viruses we're not prepared for.
Yeah.
We need to start organizing this, and this, and we did nothing.
There was this guy on Rogan, like an expert in viruses, who came on and said, I wrote this book 5 years ago about a pandemic that started in China and spread through the world that we weren't prepared for.
So that started in China as well.
Yeah. If you look at the population mass and density of China and the food that they eat and those markets, those disgusting markets with all those fucking animals caged on top of each other, it's a breeding ground for fucking viruses.
Yeah.
And all that has to happen is these viruses mutate, because it's come from a bat apparently, and like SARS came from...
monkeys?
I don't know, but it came from an animal, like fucking... all this shit, it's an animal disease, and it mutates and they're able to jump to humans. That's coronavirus, people. That's coronavirus.
Hey, sneezing isn't a symptom.
Yeah, and basically, the big deal is that we as a race have zero immunity to it, because...
it was an animal virus which couldn't affect humans before we consumed them.
That mutated and jumped and infected us, and it's like the whole world's like, holy shit, we're not immune to this. Game over.
Well, we're used to just being immune to stuff.
Game over.
Yeah.
Which is, and I kind of want to get it, so then like my body is aware of it and builds up immunity, so then the second wave, there's going to be a second wave, it's going to be something else.
Yeah, well that's it. Like, admittedly it's like, oh my god, just infect everyone and get over with, but then there's going to be a lot of people dying.
It's just about slowing it down so the healthcare system can
deal
with it.
The stupid thing is, people like the Bondi Beach thing. You know, there's all this shit going on, let's all group in a fucking beach. And now, we can't even have, like, hang out in, like, groups more than 5 people.
Yeah, all concerts are shut down, all restaurants are shut down.
That thing with Metallica's pretty cool.
There's been a bunch of artists like just streaming live concerts.
Yeah, I think
I've seen a thing that Steve posted. Once again, Steve's fingers being way on the pulse. This lady who's in charge of like something to do with the internet in Europe, saying that it's basically jumped 70% in Europe, because now everyone's not at work, they're laid off, they're all streaming Netflix, and basically we don't have the bandwidth to support this. So the internet could fucking drop out.
Oh my god, what would we do?
I tell you what we do. Kill ourselves.
Hey, we got DVDs. But this all shit you've watched a million times, you don't want to watch anymore.
I mean, I can't imagine my life without the internet. Like, we're filming a video for the internet right now.
Man,
my hobbies is filming videos for the internet, Mark.
Okay, fine, but we can still film them.
We just can't release them.
You just can't release them until the internet's back up.
In
so
6 months, a year.
We can get together when the internet's down, have a little bit of schmirkabur, and have a good time. What?
That's true. I mean, I've been talking about how hectic this is, but in the grand scheme of stuff, this type of shit...
oh, it's way worse.
We're doing alright. And we're going to be alright. Worst case scenario, my mum dies. And I lose my job. But I mean, she's had a good run.
No matter what happens, it's going to pass.
It will pass. Give it 6 months.
100%.
Give it 9 months. It'll pass. Then
we'll
be back to normal.
By Christmas, it'll be fine.
That is true. By Christmas,
even though we're at the fucking start of the year.
Even though that's a good 8 months away, it should be fine by then.
Yeah. By then we'll be talking about, do you remember the coronavirus?
By then we'll be talking about Star Trek again.
Yeah.
Because Star Trek doesn't seem all that important right now. Does it?
No, I mean, it's still pretty important.
It's still reasonably important. You are right.
Well, no new Star Trek's important.
I mean, not only is it not important, it's devastatingly bad. But that's a whole different video, folks. Yeah. Anyway, do you have anything else you want to say about this pandemic? This reassessment of lifestyle?
I personally think that the Australian government should just go full lockdown and just stop beating around the bush. They're clearly heading that way.
I mean, yes, Stephen Dash was saying a month ago they should have done it.
Yeah.
They just didn't want the economy to be impacted.
I mean,
because money.
I mean, to be fair though, I get it. It's a lot bigger thing than like
human life. We gotta think about the economy, Mark.
Not that, but
the economy.
Causing the economy to collapse causes a whole lot of different sort of
That's
problems,
true.
you know,
crime and fear and
they just they were trying in. From their perspective,
they're in denial, and we were all in fucking denial.
I was in denial.
Everybody was caught with their pants down. England, Spain,
not
America.
Jasper and Steve.
Not Jasper. They had their pants up, buttoned, buckled.
They were trying to keep people having their jobs,
which
they shouldn't have. But they were trying. I mean, I can understand it. That's a bad decision, but that's what they went with.
It's just about slowing down the spread at this point, so less people die.
Yeah.
Which is the utmost.
At least it's not as bad as Italy at the moment. Hopefully, we've caught it in time. It's still. Don't get me wrong. There's going to be a lot more deaths before this is done.
Yeah, it's going up. It's doubling every 4 to 8 weeks.
Well, 4 to 8 weeks has only been going on for like. It's going on for a little while, but in Australia, it's only like last week.
I know. But
it's up to what?
Give it 6 months.
6, 7, 8 deaths. 9 deaths. No. Whatever. It's not even 10 yet. Oh, it's probably 10 now.
I think how many? It's only like 7,000 infected, but in 2 weeks it's going to be 14,000.
It's not even 7,000. It's 1,701 last time I checked.
Yeah, but in like 2 weeks it's.
Dude, it's going to be well and truly into the double. Like not double digits. I'm too drunk for this. What 3? It's fuck you.
I should put a disclaimer also that we're not medical experts, and this is.
This is
a podcast made for entertainment.
This is us talking with very little research. This is mostly going with what I've seen on Facebook and what I've spoken to people about.
This is what Steve and Jasper have posted. And
at least you've been talking to Steve and Jasper. I haven't got any of what they've been saying. So it's like I've just been going off Facebook what people have been sending me.
It's pretty hectic.
But it's us talking about it, and that's what you watch for, right?
It's bad, but it could be worse. It changes our ideas of what the world is and what it can be and how hectic shit can get. But let's all get to the end of it
and drink a Corona
and just have a different perspective on our lives. Appreciate what we have because it could all be taken away.
100%.
Thank you for watching, and all about if you guys could like, subscribe in the comments. Tell us how we got all the facts wrong and our opinions are null and void. That's never been more reverent than just then.
Majority of you are just chilling at home at the moment, so it's like.
Well, hopefully more people start watching this garbage.
Hey, this could be you go, mate.
I would enjoy that.
Imagine getting famous off the coronavirus.
There are worse ways to get famous these days.
That's true.
Have a good one! Oh shit.